The weight room, a place where many athletes meet to get stronger for their upcoming sports seasons. Our very own weight room went under a recent update, and I sat down and talked with Mr. Tui to learn how this became possible. Is there any new equipment that we didn't have before?
Yes, there is. As far as the wrestling room goes, this whole process started back in April of this year when I made a request to get a dumbbell rack in the weight room here because the dumbbells were just laying on the floor. It kind of escalated from there, and we did receive a set of dumbbells up to 50 pounds just the day before school ended in May. So there was one day where the students were actually able to use the dumbbells, and then graduation occurred. From there we did purchase some more equipment. We purchased a kettlebell set that goes up to around 75 pounds with a rack. We purchased a new bench press machine as well, along with some Olympic bumper rubber plates for squatting and deadlifting and things like that. And also an incline-decline bench was purchased later this summer. And then we did put brand new flooring into this weight room as well. So those are a majority of the pieces of equipment that we did purchase.
And for my next interviewees, I have Brody Sott and Miss Sott tell me about their involvement in the project. How long did it take to do the weight room, and who helped?
It took about 1 to 2 days. I was there with my mother. Mr. Berwick was there. One of our wrestling coaches, Coach Anderson, Avery Tui, and her father were there. Also helped. There were some others, but I do not remember who was all there entirely.
What did you do to help renovate the weight room?
I helped take out the old mats in there and put the new ones in. Well, I wasn't there for the moving of the equipment, but I did help with replacing of some equipment. And I do know that there was some more stuff added. I'm not entirely sure on what. It's been a while since I've been down there. But I believe there's a bench coming in, or it has come in. I'm not sure. But I helped move and replace some of the old equipment and replace all the flooring in there.
What are the benefits to upgrading our equipment?
It's safer for the kids and the adults that choose to go in there and use it. The flooring is even now, so when you go across there, it's not different levels of flooring. So it's a little bit better for us, and hopefully it will prevent injuries and help us to improve how much weights we can lift and how much stronger we can get as a team and as a school.
How did you take out the flooring with the machines in here?
The removal of the flooring was a bigger process than what I had assumed. We knew it was going to be difficult because of all the equipment in here, and there was no way we were going to be able to remove the equipment from the room and then put in new flooring. So basically it came down to a lot of manpower, where we would move a section of equipment, probably like about 10 feet, starting on one side of the wall, and just moved it over. The original flooring, which I believe was put here back in the early 90s, it was a conveyor belt type material that served its purpose, but it was uneven, it overlapped, kind of a tripping hazard. So we were able to find a different type of flooring that came in rolls, just like the old stuff, but we realized quickly when I tried to remove a section of the flooring, which is around 3.5 to 4 feet wide by 25 feet, that it weighed around 700 to 800 pounds, and there was no way we were going to be able to upright it and drag it out of here. So little trial and error and a little bit of equipment, we were able to take a Sawzall to it. And in fact, the day we did it, there was a large group of people that were kind of volunteered, including yourself, myself, my children, Peyton and Avery, Mr. Erickson, Mr. Siemens, Randy Berwick, Kyle Berwick, the Sott family. They came, and basically it was a nice little process. I was kind of in charge of cutting the old flooring into about 4-foot square sections, because that was about all we could carry out at that time. And as those pieces were getting removed, We were vacuuming and cleaning the underneath of it from all the dust bunnies and whatever debris that's been there for 30 plus years. And then a new section of flooring would roll down. We were able to cut it into size, bring the old equipment back in. Some of the equipment pieces are bolted into the ground, so we had to match up the bolt pattern on that. And in about a 7 to 8 hour period, we were able to get the flooring removed, the new flooring put down, and the equipment back in place. So it was a lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of dust, but happy with the way it turned out.
How did you get the funding for this?
The funding initially started with, again, going back to April, when I had to approach Mr. Erickson about getting a dumbbell set. He said, hey, go online, tell me what you find. I spoke with Mr. Berwick because, again, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I don't have final say in this stuff, so I approached Mr. Berwick, who obviously uses this weight room a lot, and I wanted to get his guidance on what angle we should get. So we went online, just kind of shopped through everything, and he's like, Mr. Berwick had said, well, if we're going to get a dumbbell rack, we should probably get some new dumbbells, because these dumbbells that we have are solid, iron, and we just probably need some updated stuff. And he's informed me about the JCs and how they go above and beyond in helping the community with financial needs. And I was not really familiar with that process. So one of the first meetings I went to, I think it was in June, might have been May, I'm not sure. I approached them, I printed off pictures of what I was looking at as far as the dumbbell and the dumbbell rack, and kind of gave them a financial request. They voted on it. The next day I was informed that they agreed to the needs. So then I approached Heather Eberts, who's in charge of the finance part of it, and we sat down and we purchased items online. Like I said, we started off with the dumbbell set and also the Olympic bumper plates. We purchased those. Those arrived, assembled the racks and things like that, and then Hettinger Public School informed me that they would be willing to help with the financial assistance of flooring. So again, I reapproached Heather Eberts, and we purchased flooring. Mr. Berwick and I were always going over other ways to improve things. So again, I reapproached the JCs and asked for some more funds. And during that meeting, I was informed that West River Health Services also had a program where they had money allocated towards physical health and just overall improvements to the surrounding communities. So Bethany Erickson was the one that informed me about that. She sent me the forms that were needed to complete. I completed the form and requested any financial assistance that West River Health could provide. And later I received a notice from the JCs that again they granted us the approval with our financial request. And then West River Health Services also informed us of financial assistance. So yeah, between Hettinger Public School, West River Health Services, and the JCs, those three entities are responsible for everything here. We also had some upholstery that was repaired on one of our dip machines over the years. The fake leather upholstery was ripped, and people were poking into the foam. So I was able to get that upholstery done here in Hettinger as well. So that was just redone here last week. In fact, we finally got it assembled. So at this point, everything we have is what we need. There might be a few things as time goes on. We do have some extra funding, so if things magically break down or cables need to be replaced, we have that ability. But we're always looking at things to improve, because this is for the students. That's the whole process here. This weight room, I'd love to see more students in here after school, before school, whatever time allows, because we do have a very nice setup here.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about this project?
Well, again, this project started with just something minimal, in my opinion. I just wanted a rack to hold dumbbells, and with the help of Mr. Berwick and his guidance as far as coming up with ideas and things to improve. And then again, with the financial assistance of West River Health Services, the JCs, and Hettinger Public School, we were able to do a lot of work in a short period of time. Again, this started in April, and we were done by the end of May with the purchase of the initial thing, and then everything got put in just before school started. So we got lucky. I thought we were going to be running into September, but again, everything was put in before school started. So I just would like people to come in here and see what we got, because we got a really nice weight room with some brand new equipment. And again, we're looking at other things to improve over time, but as of now, everything we got here is ready for everyone to use. So I want to thank everyone that's helped physically with the flooring and the assembling of all the equipment here, and again with all the financial assistance. So I just hope this is something that can be used for many years to come for all of our students.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.